Thank you for choosing to be informed and educated by Maisha Prime News here on Maisha Television. It is my pleasure to have you on board for bold, authoritative and incisive bulletin. Here are the stories prepared for you. Tonight.
Kulingana na vile nimepata hali ndugu yangu wako na vile wanaonyesha mahali penye madamu iko mpaka kwa mlango ya ndugu yangu mwingine, mimi naona kama hao wapewe discipline, waseme tu vizuri ni nani mwenye alifanya haya. Sababu uwezi kukua tunakuja kuokoa mtu kama huyu kijana bila anasema ati nilikuwa nimekuja kuokoa baba, ati walikuwa wanapikana, alafu upatikane pia wewe uko na majeraha kwa mkono.
Also tonight,
sema ata boycott, you will not change anything, kwa sababu sasa motion imeanza. IBC wameenda mbele, IBC wanaanza kupokea ballot papers. So even if you boycott, you cannot alter the date of the election.
And welcome, my name is Sharon Chepchumba. Let's kick off with politics. Azimio leader Raila Odinga has called on Kenyans to embrace peaceful coexistence as the country heads to the August 9th polls. Odinga, who took his campaigns on Sunday to Kericho and Bomet counties, also called on residents of the South Rift region to elect leaders who steer the country forward. The former Prime Minister was accompanied by his running mate Martha Karua and other leaders allied to the coalition.
Azimio imefika Kericho. Mimi ndiko tayari kugombea na vijana na kina mama katika harakati ya ukombozi wa tatu. Tupigane na wale maadui wetu mkubwa wanne. Wangapi? Wangapi? Ugonjwa, ujinga, umaskini na ufisadi. Sasa hiyo pesa nitakani tumike kwa njia mzuri, lakini inatoka kwa hazina ya serikali inaenda kwa mfuko ya watu binafsi. Sinajua hao watu sasa ile ambaye yanaingia yani membamba kama sindano. Baada ya mwaka mmoja miaka mbili amefura kama kupe. Sasa
mambo ya hospitali itakuwa mzigo wa serikali, sio yako. Serikali ikifanya kazi yake vizuri, mambo ya elimu itakuwa mzigo wa serikali, sio mzigo wa mzazi. Kwa hivyo ile unatafuta wakati huu, ile tunatafuta kama Wakenya, sio kabila, ni kiongozi ataongoza Kenya afike ile mahali tunataka.
Ukienda huko Ukambani wakiwa na Steven Kalonzo Musyoka ni ngome ya baba. Nairobi mnajua ni ngome ya baba. Hata hapa bonde la Ufa ukienda kwa Wamasai, Waturkana, Wasamburu, Wapokot wote wako nyuma ya baba. Ukienda magharibi uende Nyanza ni ngome ya nani? Ya baba. Niliambia watu Disemba Mlima Kenya itabadilika. Ukiniona hapa uone Mama Martha Karua, uangalie pahali Rais Uhuru yuko, Mlima ya Kenya itapatia baba kura kwa wingi. Ukifanya hiyo hesabu baba anaingia na 70%.
Manifesto yetu inasema tunatengeneza job opportunities, na wengine wanasema wanaleta machines ya kufanya kazi masaa mawili baada ya mwaka moja. Sisi machines itoke.
Ile kitu mimi najua, Raila Odinga hajawahi kupata sifa ya uwizi hata siku moja. Ile kitu mimi najua, Raila Odinga hajawahi kupata sifa ya kuiba mashamba. Ile kitu mimi najua, Raila Odinga hajawahi kupata sifa ya kuiba fertilizer. Ile kitu mimi najua, Raila Odinga hajawahi kupata sifa ya kuiba mahindi. Ile kitu mimi najua, Raila Odinga hana sifa ya ufisadi. Tukubaliana mpaka hapo? Waswahili wanasema mgala muue, tumpatie baba haki yake.
Ni sisi kama wafanyikazi tuliulizana tukasema, in whose hands are we safe? In whose hands are we safe? In whose hands are we safe? Nominated MP, nominated member of parliament, either by ODM ama vile vyama viko chini ya Azimio, must come from workers. Must come from workers. Must come from workers. Must come from workers. Must come. Nimeshakuwa waziri mkuu wa Jamhuri ya Kenya kwa miaka 5. Najua pale pesa iko. Najua pale pesa iko. Tunafanya mpango utapajia kazi mzuri pale ambao wanaweza kupata mshahara mzuri, kuinua hali yao ya kimaisha na kusaidia wazazi wao. Hapana kazi ya kusukuma wilbaro. Sawa sawa? Mmekataa wilbaro? Mmekataa wilbaro? Ndio mmekataa wilbaro, nione kwa mkono.
And still in Kenya's political scene, Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate William Ruto has told off his Azimio la Umoja One Kenya competitors over their attacks on the polls body IEBC, saying they should allow the commission to prepare for the election without intimidation and threats. The leaders saying they had confidence in IEBC to deliver a credible election, imploring their competitors to focus on charming voters instead of attacking the commission. They spoke at their campaigns in Turkana County, which on Sunday entered the second and last day.
Nimtazame nani, nimwamini nani? Mumejipanga tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 kuchagua William Samoei Ruto. Muko tayari twende pamoja? Vijana mtachagua William Samoei Ruto. Wazee mtachagua William Ruto. Wamama mtachagua William Ruto. Na mimi nataka niwaulize, mtatusaidia kupeleka mzee wa kitendawili Bondo? Mtampeleka Bondo? Tumuonesha kwa mikono akienda Bondo.
Sisi tutahakikisha ya kwamba kila Mkenya atakuwa na bima ya afya. Wewe utaenda hospitali utibiwe na uende nyumbani bila ya kuulizwa pesa yoyote. Wale mnalipa pesa ya NHIF shilingi 500, tumesema tutapunguza ikuje shilingi 300. Na wale ambao hamuna uwezo wa kulipa tutawalipia kama serikali ya Kenya, ili kila Mkenya aende hospitalini, kuwe na dawa, kuwe na daktari, na uende nyumbani bila ya kuulizwa pesa yoyote, kwa sababu bima ya afya itasimamia malipo ya hospitali ya kila Mkenya.
Pia nataka kuambia ndugu zetu ambao tunabishana, mzee wa kitendawili na mama Karua. Mzee wa kitendawili, wewe tulitembea na wewe 2013, tulitembea na wewe 2017. 2017 uliambia wa Kenya no electronic register, no elections. Ukasema utaki kusikia mambo ya manual. Imefika 2022 umebika pautan, unasema no manual register, no elections. Ile ulisema umebadilisha. We want to tell you here now, and you must hear us loud and clear. Elections are set for 9th of August. The country is ready. IEBC is ready. Elections will go on with or without your participation.
Na sisi tukiwa viongozi wa Turkana tunasema wakati huu mpaka Turkana ionje matunda kamili ya serikali, na hiyo matunda itakuja kwa sababu mimi niko ofisi ya William Ruto, nitahakikisha haki yetu imetufikishia hapa.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has gazetted the names of candidates cleared to contest in the 2022 general election. Among them are Johnson Sakaja, Cleophas Malala, whose candidatures are being contested in courts of law over academic qualifications, as well as Kapseret Member of Parliament Oscar Sudi. However, the electoral body has not listed the names of Wiper-fronted candidates for the Mombasa governor race and the United Democratic Alliance UDA aspirant for Kiambu senatorial seat, Karugo Wathagwa. IEBC failed to clear the former Nairobi governor Mike Sonko to run for the Mombasa county top job on a Wiper ticket and instead asked the IEBC to front another candidate. On Monday last week, High Court granted Sonko and Thagwa reprieve after lifting orders barring the Electoral Commission from clearing them.
Si Sonko, kila saa siasa si Sonko. Hata hawa ni viongozi wanaweza ongoza Mombasa. Tulikuwa tumeongea mambo ya hiyo plan B. Kwa hivyo mimi vile chama itasema, mimi sina pingamizi. Wananchi ndio wanaamua. Kwa hivyo hiyo isilete mburugano kati yangu na ndugu yangu Bogo. Tunafanya kazi pamoja na tutaendelea kufanya kazi pamoja, na mambo bado iko kotini. Tunaachia uamuzi ya mahakama. Mahakama ikitutupa nje, basi tutafanya nini? But tutapigana mpaka mwisho, tunaelewa sheria. Tutapigana mpaka mwisho.
Those are normal and we're used to them. I've seen today the IBC has presented their gazette notice of the candidates. There are those who are hoping very much that my name will not be there. It is there. Our matter is still in court for determination, and that will be done on Tuesday. The other matters that have come, that will be consolidated. But as we've said from the beginning, we remain confident that the will of the people shall be the determining factor in this election, and we are grateful to all those who remain to support us, and we continue keeping our eyes on the on the ball, and we're still going out there and talking to the people.
The Electoral Commission held a pre-election conference with the country's media stakeholders. IEBC has underpinned the significance of election reporting, saying the media was at the center of safeguarding the country's stability during elections. The Commission has urged for a partnership with the media for purposes of results transmission to foster transparency. The pre-conference comes ahead of the two-day elections conference scheduled for the 11th and 12th of this month.
Making sure and maximizing public interest. A people-centered democratic system, of course, would mean that the media and all these interventions that we are having with non-state actors are geared towards making sure that the political discourse is responsive to the people. Then, of course, another pillar is results-oriented, and what that really would mean that the political discourse, of course, would be geared towards really identifying the outcomes that the public are really looking forward in these kinds of electoral process and democratic process. And of course, the last one is a democratic system as per Vision 2030 that is accountable to the public. And it is that role, therefore, that the media has in line with SDG 16 of providing the information that is based on information integrity to really advance the democratic discussion. Because really at the end of the day, elections and democratic processes are really to ensure that differences in society, differences in politics, differences in managing of the economies of a country can be discussed through debate, through persuasion, and that ultimately really this will be ensuring that we are living in a sustainable and cohesive society. So that really is a nutshell of the electoral assistance that is happening. Obviously there are different other work streams, the Uyano platform for peace, which is very much engaged on peace messaging, but also bringing together 12 plus partners, which includes the Media Council, really to engage and to provide the peace messaging and really to make sure that all.
And now to matters education. As the second term school calendar is set to resume on Tuesday this week, Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha has warned school heads not to exploit parents by charging excess school fees outside government's guidelines. The CS has further cautioned that those found contravening the guidelines will face unspecified consequences.
Our government doing what it can for the school fees. You must remember that there's a capitation for every child. Everybody is saying that the government should increase that capitation, but we are already giving 25.9% of the budget to education, which is the highest in the African region. But I would want to urge the students to be realistic, that even at home, in their houses, the lower people, everybody is suffering. It is not because of one person. You can't say it is because of Magoha or because of who. There is a problem everywhere. If you want to look for maize in Tanzania or Uganda, you will not find it there.
All right, let's take a short commercial break. More news coming up.
When it comes to roofing, Prime Roofing Mabati is the best. Prime Mabati Factory Kenya has the experience on fast, free and safe delivery to any part of the country. Order now. Our Mabati profiles include Roma Tile G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings, Brett Style G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings, Uri Tile G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings, Zen Tile G28 at 710 shillings, G30 at 580 shillings. In the glossy finish, we have Box Profile G30 at 475 shillings, Corrugate G30 at 480 shillings. All with a variety of colors to choose from. In the galvanized, we have ordinary Mabati G30 at 390 shillings, G32 at 330 shillings. Prices are done per meters. Our offers include free delivery and free packets of rubber washers for every order. Our Mabati are durable, strong, corrosion free and have a 15-year warranty fade free.
Tunapeana mabati na warranty ya 15 years ambapo ukinunua mabati yetu kuna document tutakupea ambapo ni warrant which reflects the 15 years.
For inquiries, call our branches in Bungoma 0701 600 700, in Busia 0797 600 700, in Kikuyu 0713 005 566. Our Bungoma office is located along Bungoma Mumias Road next to St. Domiano Hospital opposite Mississippi Plaza at ABC Building. In Busia, we are located along Busia Road at Bumala Market next to Post Office. Prime Roofing Mabati, roofing made easy.
Engineering jobs can now also be found widely in the computer engineering, software engineering, nanotechnology, mechatronics, and many more.
Engineering tips in association with Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega. Send an SMS quickly with your name, type of course, KCSE or KCPE min grade, postal or email address, desired intake, phone number and your ID to 0721 2801 80 or 0726 800561. Write to the principal, PO Box 2227 5100 Kakamega. Visit us online on www.bushangalatechnical.ac.ke. Exams are carried out by the Kenya National Examination Council. Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega, Center of Excellence.
Do you believe in forever?
I followed my heart and it led me to her. I have fallen in love. Do you understand me? I have fallen in love.
So you're in love. You say you're in love.
In a love story of two people from two different worlds.
You don't want me to work, do you? You never wanted it.
Nagme.
Am I to sit at home all day long, waiting for you to come home while I watch the children? Is that it?
Of course, and I want them to.
You know what? Maybe we're not the right people for each other. Maybe what I want is something you can't give me.
Nagme, that's enough. Nagme!
How can the heart tell that someone must be the one?
Oh, please save my daughter. Do something good for once in your life. You must accept her as Eshter's second wife. And save my daughter.
For anyone who has loved the first time, one always believes it is bound to last a lifetime.
Now that nobody is doing anything, I guess I'll have to do what it takes. Better you die than be my daughter. No! Ah! Help me! Don't run! Help me! Somebody stop!
In a love story of two people from two different worlds.
What happened? Tell me.
Is it true what I've heard? Was that girl your girlfriend? And did you sleep with her as well?
I wanted to tell you, but I didn't want to make you upset.
Don't you touch me.
You are mine. Every Saturday and Sunday on Maisha TV at 6 p.m. It is a season of seriousness, and only the serious presenters come onto your screen.
Maisha Prime News and Maisha Prime Morning Edition. My hustle, my story. Maisha Prime Weekend.
Rida Kirin Chubet, Millicent Makoha, Brian Gad. Only on Maisha TV. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is prime news. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Welcome back, and moving on, ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi has asked Azimio leaders to stop election boycott threats, saying August polls will not be postponed. Speaking at a funeral service in Vihiga County, the Kenya Kwanza leader called also on IEBC to ignore demands by presidential hopefuls who were not cleared to contest for presidency. Mudavadi also criticized the current government's rush to finish infrastructural projects before the end of its tenure. Musalia also called on women to come out in large numbers and vote for Kenya Kwanza, saying the women charter the coalition signed with the women of this country means well for them.
Sema ata boycott, you will not change anything, kwa sababu sasa motion imeanza. IBC wameenda mbele. IBC wanaanza kupokea ballot papers. So even if you boycott, you cannot alter the date of the election. Juzi nilipotoa taarifa kule Nairobi ni kwa sababu kupitia kwa Wizara ya Fedha serikali ilikuwa imeweka sahihi kwamba wanapeana kwa njia ya single sourcing, bila tender, bila competition yoyote. Wanapeana bandari ya Mombasa, wanapeana bandari ya Kisumu, wanapeana bandari ya Lamu, na wamengoja bunge, wakati bunge imefunga ndio wanaharakisha haya maneno.
Kakamega UDP gubernatorial candidate Cyrus Jirongo has hit out at a section of Azimio leaders who he said were dividing Mulembe Nation. Speaking in Luandete, Lugari sub-county during his campaign, Jirongo accused some unnamed leaders of pursuing selfish interests in the name of the community. Jirongo called on voters to back Raila Odinga's presidential bid in the August election.
Ukija hapa kuomba kura, nataka uombe kura na heshima. Kama tuna mtu mwingine ako chama yengine, umpatie heshima yake. Wewe ukija na watu wa nje hapa, unaanza kutusi mtu wa hapa, so wanakuangalia, wanaona wewe ni mjinga. Kura ya Waluya ndio imejenga Raila amefika mahali amefika, na sisi si wajinga. Tujenge mtu Raila amefika kwa mlango, tumutupe. Tutampigia kura tumalize safari yake. Lakini wewe usiende kujipendekeza kwake kwa kutusi ndugu zako. Wandu Waluya ni watu wa akili, si watu wajinga.
For a long time, the vice president or deputy president can only be a shadow of the president in the Republic of Kenya. This can well be described by the ongoing wrangles between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto. If history is anything to go by, vice or deputy presidents experienced turbulent times during the presidency, a matter that has caused Maisha TV to go back and take a look at the curse of the office of the second in command in the country.
At the peak of 2017 presidential elections, Deputy President William Ruto, then under the Jubilee Party, headed by President Uhuru Kenyatta, described the opposition coalition NASA as clueless, rudderless, leaderless and disorganized.
Kama Rais Kibaki angekuwa na team, angefanya mambo mengi Kenya hii, lakini aliangaishwa na watu wa nusu mukate na nusu mukeka na sijui nini, mpaka kazi yake akafanya kiasi. Ule bwana kitendawili anataka kutuletea story ya nusu mukate. Mnataka nusu mukate tena? The stadium in Chuka will be complete. In 3 months time, the stadium in Moyale will be complete. In 6 months time, the stadium in Kamarin in West Pokot, which is historic, will be complete. In a couple of months, the stadium in Eldoret will be complete. In Nyeri, the president gave the title. There was a challenge of title. Now we have a title, and now the program has been rolled out. In Kiambu, in another 3-4 months, the stadium will be complete. We have challenges. We have a small challenge in Mombasa because the county government has issues of ownership of the land, although all the contracts and everything has been signed for, including The tartan for the stadium is in place. We have a small challenge again in Kisumu because the county government has not relocated the dumping site, which is next to the stadium, and international requirements dictate that you cannot have a dumping site side by side with a stadium. As soon as that is relocated, that process will be complete.
5 years later,
ndio mimi nasikitika hapo nikiona wengine ngwe mtu amekuwa huko amepewa kazi, badala ya kazi ni mdomo. Alafu sasa mimi tutafanya na kwa nini hukufanya wakati ulikuwa huko busy? Hii mambo ya makelele kila saa, kichwa yako ni makelele huko. Watu wawache upuzi.
Nothing better describes the trajectory of his last term as deputy president, as succession politics took center stage unbridled.
He and the president were upset by the judgment because it was not expected. The judgment was not expected. Throwing away the election. It hurt a lot of people, made people emotional. So that it depends on where you're sitting. And we claim that the president has not spoken to affirm or dispute that he had wanted to throw in the towel. Because now that becomes the issue. The judgment was annoying, but was it that he wanted to throw in the towel, said to hell with it, go to Shaweri and enjoy his whatever? Did he get, we want to hear the president. Well, if indeed he wanted to throw in the towel, why?
Na mimi hapa hasla, mimi ndio nilifanya kampeni kubwa ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ni kweli ama si kweli? Na wanasema ati ilifika wakati ati saa ile ule Maraga ati alisema ya kwamba ati twende turudie uchaguzi. Nyinyi mimi nataka niwaulize, si tulikuwa tumefanya kazi kubwa? Si tuliamuka mapema tukapigia Uhuru Kenyatta kura akuwe rais wa Kenya? Sasa nyinyi mimi nataka niwaulize, nyinyi mungependa mimi nimuachilie Uhuru Kenyatta awache ile kazi mimi nilikuwa nimefanya pamoja na nyinyi? Bana. Hata mimi nataka niwaambie, hata kama nililazimisha Uhuru Kenyatta, kwani nilifanya makosa? Nyinyi mlikuwa mnataka aepe ile kazi tulikuwa tumefanya kazi kubwa ipotee?
Ngwe mtu amekuwa huko amepewa kazi, badala ya kazi ni mdomo.
In the last term of Jubilee government in 2022, it is a script typical of founding President Mzee Jomo Kenyatta's last years in office. The big question is, has the ruling party Jubilee become ineffectual and Kenya become known as the no-party state? What about the allegations by President Uhuru Kenyatta that his deputy Ruto had abandoned his duties, instead began early campaigns to succeed him, wield power and pursue his own political interests, leading to a massive fallout? Welcome to the curse of deputy presidency in Kenya. The first president of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, took power after independence in 1963. In 1979, Daniel Moi became president after the death of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. In December 2002, Mwai Kibaki became the third president after Moi, and in April 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta, the son of Jomo Kenyatta, became the fourth president of Kenya. The Kenyattas have gone into books of history when both a father and a son became presidents 34 years apart. In the two periods, the senior and junior Kenyattas are deputized by Daniel Moi and William Ruto, respectively. The title vice president has since been replaced with deputy president. Ruto is Moi's political prodigal son. In presidential succession, the deputy president is always the focal person because he is a heartbeat away from presidency. Holders of the office are often opposed and humiliated. Kenyan history is replete with scenes of the humiliation of the deputy president since Oginga Odinga's time. Moi, Mwai Kibaki, Dr. Josephat Karanja, and Professor George Saitoti were no different, nor is Ruto. In fact, many have argued that the position is a cursed one. Until recently, Uhuru had not directly opposed his deputy's political ambitions. He tacitly did so in his public speeches, body language, and through his project Stop Ruto 2022. This is a case of history repeating itself. A deja vu of Moi's tribulations with the State House elites around Jomo Kenyatta, who could not fathom how a person like Moi, without pedigree and not from the right ethnicity, could succeed Mzee. The open resistance against Ruto mirrors the very same beaten path that Moi had to endure before eventual ascension to power after Mzee's demise. Save that unlike Mzee, Uhuru is young and in good health and therefore may play a key role in his succession.
Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga, na yeye tutatembea na yeye bega kwa bega. Mimi si project yake, hata yeye si project yangu. Tuko pamoja, tunatembea sambamba, na tumekubaliana katika ile mikataba ambayo tunaandikiana ya kwamba tutaketi pamoja na ndugu yetu ambaye ni captain wetu sasa.
The first term of Uhuru's regime saw Ruto at the center of government, perhaps because it was a coalition government of URP and TNA, and because Uhuru needed him for his re-election. Uhuru once handed over the instruments of power to Ruto when he headed to The Hague to attend the case against him before the International Criminal Court. It is no more. The music has stopped, and so has the bromance tango. The Building Bridges initiative was birthed by the 2017 handshake of Uhuru and opposition leader Raila Odinga to save a country which was falling apart after the latter swore himself in as the people's president following botched presidential election. It has achieved the purpose of taming Raila and allowing Uhuru to finish his term with less turbulence. The unclenching of fists by the two leaders and the BBI process ostensibly excluded Ruto. Apart from Jaramogi Odinga, who took on his tormentors head-on from January 1965 to April 1966 when he threw in the towel, no other vice president has staged a formidable fight to save his place as Dr. Ruto has done. Deputy President William Ruto has come under fire from the Kikuyu Council of Elders for attacking President Uhuru Kenyatta. The elders are on record, led by Wachira Wakiago and Dungu Gaithuma, saying that the DP is too ambitious in his presidential bid. Chairman Kiago said Ruto's pursuit for power is worrying and he risks being cast if he continues attacking Uhuru and his mother Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Of late, Deputy President William Ruto sounds like an injured tiger. He is angry, cornered, and willing to fight those determined to eclipse his political goal.
Hatupangwingwi, meaning singe kuweko serikali ya Jubilee haingetengenezwa. Let us face the truth. Sijui kama tunaelewana.
His only solace is that his position as deputy president is protected by the constitution, although he seems to have lost his place within President Uhuru Kenyatta's inner circle.
Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, you are now out of order, and enough is enough. We will not be behaving in a decent manner if we don't do the decent thing, and that is to inform the speakers that those members have ceased being members of the parties that took them to parliament.
Porojo haimalizi umaskini. Porojo haitibu kansa. Porojo haijengi barabara. Shauri yenu, kila mtu ako na haki ya kufanya vile ataka, lakini Wakenya mjiulize ni barabara gani ambayo tunataka kupitia.
Whereas the presidency is open to any qualified person in a democratic society like Kenya, the deputy president may naturally feel entitled to inherit his boss' job, but this is not always the case. And besides, hardly do kings entertain the talk of succeeding them while they are still alive. They tend to immortalize themselves. Ruto seems to have made peace with the fact that his boss may never support his candidature in the August 2022 elections, at least not for now.
Hata kama mimi nililazimisha Uhuru Kenyatta aendelee na campaign ndio tushinde uchaguzi, hakuna makosa nilifanya. Ama mnasema nilifanya makosa? Kwani mlikuwa mnataka ati sisi tuachie kwa kitendawili kazi ambayo tulikuwa tumefanya? Mlikuwa mnataka tuache? Nilifanya vizuri, sikufanya vizuri. Nilisukuma Uhuru Kenyatta, nilifanya vizuri, sikufanya vizuri. Si ndio kwa sababu yeye amekuwa rais? Ni kweli ama si kweli? Hata mimi naona nilifanya makosa. Wakati hii Uhuru Kenyatta, wakati alianza kuleta mtu ya kitendawili, mimi ningekataa hiyo maneno. Kwa sababu hatungekuwa na hii hasara tuko naye. Big Four haingeanguka. Hatungekuwa tunanunua unga shilingi 230.
Niko na uwezo wa kusema mimi naona fulani yako na uwezo wa kuendelea bahali ambapo mimi nimefikisha. Ama inenaje jameni?
It is not the first time that a vice or deputy president has found himself in a similar predicament due to succession wars. Moi's vice president Mwai Kibaki found himself restricted to his native Nyeri district, and few politicians would dare invite him to their districts. The fear among Moi's inner circle was that Mr. Kibaki was capable of building a national image and perhaps become a threat to Moi. But Kibaki faced the humiliation he went through silently and hardly raised his voice until he found out that his position as a politician was under threat during the 1988 Q voting saga. President Uhuru Kenyatta has now officially endorsed the ODM leader Raila Odinga for the presidency. While addressing delegates of the mountain, Uhuru urged his community to back Raila's bid, saying he has the best interests for the country. This has been echoed by his allies and mother Mama Ngina Kenyatta.
Tuwe kitu kimoja. Na hakuna mtu ambaye atawachwa nje ya serikali ya Raila Amolo Odinga, wote watakuwa ndani.
The president, in an apparent reference to Deputy President William Ruto, said he will have no problem supporting him, but only in future if he reforms. The presidential succession in Kenya is coincidentally a family business that Kenyans are unwittingly drawn into, and family altars speak through spirituality, fermenting into physical manifestations experienced by 5 senses of Kenyans. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, Ambusha Bejonia.
61-year-old man has been killed in Chebukora village, Webuye East, after allegedly being beaten to death by his brother and daughter-in-law under unclear circumstances. Residents say the incident happened on Saturday evening and his body recovered on Sunday morning with serious injuries. DVC Deputy County Commissioner Charles Jahonga says investigations are underway to unearth what could be behind the deadly family clash.
Nimeamka asubuhi kuitwa, nikauliza ni kisa ni nini. Wakaniambia baba yako ameuawa. Sasa kwa ile harakati nikakutana ndugu yangu anaitwa Gerard. Then mkono wake ulikuwa na bleed. Nikamuuliza Gerard, hii mkono umefanyaje? Akaniambia nilianguka. Nikamwambia imekuwa ni nini? Nikiangalia. Tukaenda kwa ndugu ya baba yangu mwingine, naangalia kwa mlango hapo hivyo. Tunaona kuna damu. Sasa alikuwa amekataa nisiingie ndani, lakini mimi kama mtoto wake nikasema acha tuangalie vizuri hapa hivi. Kuangalia kwa nini hapo amechimba chimba sana, nizuia ananibana usiingie kwa nyumba, lakini nikaangalia, nikainsist kuangalia kwa mtungi ulikuwa hapo kando, nikaangalia kwa mtungi naona damu. Nikamuuliza baba, huyo ndugu ya babangu mwingine, huyu ni nini? Akaanza kujikana.
Kulingana na vile nimepata hali ndugu yangu wako na vile wanaonyesha mahali penye madamu iko mpaka kwa mlango ya ndugu yangu mwingine, mimi naona kama hao wapewe discipline, waseme tu vizuri ni nani mwenye alifanya haya, sababu uwezi kukua ati unakuja kuokoa mtu kama huyu kijana bila anasema ati nilikuwa nimekuja kuokoa baba, ati walikuwa wanapikana, alafu upatikane pia wewe uko na majeraha kwa mkono. Sasa hao wapewe discipline tu vizuri, waseme wengine wale wenye walikuwa, kama hakuna wengine wenye walikuwa, hao ndio wamefanya hii kazi. Na mimi ni ndugu yao mdogo kwa familia. Huyu ndugu yangu hata juzi tumekuwa na yeye kwa soka, hakuangi na shida yoyote na mtu, hata kama wanakombana lakini ukonzi inakuanga.
Mbili tumeamkia jambo la kushtikisha hivi kwamba kuna mmoja katika wakaji wa sehemu hii ya Marinda ambaye ameuawa kwa jina Nixon Matimbai, na ni sikitiko kubwa sana kuona kwamba jambo kama hili linafanyika katika jamii, na la ajabu ni kwamba huyu marehemu ameweza kuuawa na jamaa wa familia yake. Kwa hivyo letu tu ni kuuliza jamii na wanakijiji na wananchi wote wa sehemu hii waweze kutulia, ili polisi ambao tumekuwa na wao wameanza kazi ya kufuatilia na ili wapate kufanya uchunguzi na kuhakikisha kwamba wale wote ambao wamehusika na jambo hili wamechukuliwa hatua kupelekwa kotini na wafunguliwa mashtaka kwa jambo hili ambalo ni la kusikitisha.
Alright folks, let's just take a quick commercial break. I'll be back.
Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega. Intake is on for full-time courses in civil engineering, building technology, artisan in masonry and plumbing, applied sciences, clothing and textile, mechanical engineering, welding and fabrication, business courses, computer and ICT, electrical and electronics engineering. We also have provision for persons with a disability. Send your application to the principal, Bushangala TTI Kakamega. Call us on 0721 280180 or 0726 800561. Send an SMS quickly with your name, type of course, KCSE or KCPE min grade, postal or email address, desired intake, phone number and your ID to 0721 280180 or 0726 800561. Write to the principal, PO Box 2227 5100 Kakamega. Visit us online on www.bushangalatechnical.ac.ke. Exams are carried out by the Kenya National Examination Council. Bushangala Technical Institute Kakamega, Center of Excellence.
Information, knowledge, astute expert analysis.
Kalonzo leo ako hii side, kesho ako hii side, even to his children at home. they're really wondering, what does my father stand for?
Kutokuwa na msimamo ni kitu mbaya sana. Kutokuwa na msimamo ni kitu mbaya sana. Ni kitu mbaya sana.
Never implemented because of the confusion that arose because of the handshake stories.
Lakini mzee amekanyanga polepole akuja kupitia ukiwa bado kwa barabara.
I wouldn't say that, because I would go with what Deputy President himself said when he was unveiling regarding Gachagua, because it will be putting words in his mouth.
Credible and authoritative insight in news and leadership auditing.
Right, welcome on board. My name is Rida Kering Chabet.
Get the latest financial and business information.
The only challenge we have now is about the hike of the prices of food, whereby when you come like the oil we have now, the price is too high for us.
Hoteli lazima iwe na changamoto zake, sababu ukiona saizi ni wakati tumekuwa kwa corona ndio imeisha, sasa hivi vitu zimepanda, so for us to maintain ile quantity, it's now a problem for us. So we have to add some prices to other things, or we have to reduce the quantity.
That will open your acumen on sound investment in the largest and most developed country in Eastern and Central Africa.
I swear to God, I love Kenya.
I guess I tell all fellow Kenyans to just, be in love and respect love and the place it plays in our lives.
TV will never be the same again. It will be better.
Really appreciate CA and also our viewers. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Maisha!
Introducing the award-winning TV station, Maisha TV, Kenya's fastest growing TV.
Authoritative.
After the expose that has caught the attention of many Kenyans, some have come in to weigh in with their views.
Dependable.
The views of members of the public cannot be taken in vain.
Trusted.
The judicial test about knowing what they know. They look at you and they say, this one is like this.
And definitely love.
Hii ni station imegrow very fast na naipenda sana.
You are advising or you are directing. Number two, Mr. Speaker.
You are now mixing up issues. Please, let's hold your horses. You know, when they ask the speaker, not everybody is a speaker. So I am following. I'll add in 5 minutes.
We are here to inform.
Kama mwananchi hajachanganyikiwa, anajua tofauti ya MCA na mjumbe, kwani atachanganyikiwa vipi asijue kani ni executive kani ni
on record that there is nobody who is above the law.
Educate.
Being poor does not mean God did not give you a good brain. So money does not buy everything. And let me warn further that there are already people collecting money
and entertain you 24 hours of the day. And 7 days of the week.
Mombasa is under what we say lock and key.
Maisha TV. Choose it, watch it, and love it.
Right, welcome back. You are watching Maisha Prime News. Let's get our education segment.
Chemosiri Technical and Vocational Training College, registered with the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Authority, TVETA is a public training and vocational college located in Busia County which offers various diploma, craft and certificate courses. The institution was founded recently and admitted the first batch of students in 2019. As narrated by the TVC principal, Mr. Joseph Okumu Ogut.
Yes, I'm called Joseph Okumu Ogut, the principal of Chamasiri TVC. Chamasiri TVC is located in Sonar, Busia County. We started our existence in 2019 September. So right now we are 2 years down the line.
Mr. Joseph Okumu Ogut says the institution is in good condition and currently offers over 30 courses, with the main departments being Building and Civil Engineering Department, Business Department and Agriculture Department.
We have mounted 30 courses. These courses are being examined by NITA, that is National Industrial Training Authority. We have those that are being examined by Kenya National Examination Council, and that some are also being examined by CASNEP. They cover courses like building and civil engineering, electrical engineering, agricultural, general agriculture, ICT.
We got a chance to speak to some of the students from different departments who expressed their satisfaction with the training offered at the institution.
Kwa majina naitwa Sharon Sakwa, nafanya hairdressing course Chamasiri TVC. Nimependa sana kuhimiza wenzangu kama hii kazi ni nzuri ukijitolea. Mimi kibinafsi nimejifunza vitu, lakini naona kweli nashika. Ni kitu unajitolea na roho yako. Ukijitolea unafanya. Mimi nimekuja hapa ni muda mchache, lakini naweza fanya kitu ambacho inaonekana.
The trainees acknowledge the TVC's training, saying it is better than the white-collar job education as they can create self-employment.
So, mimi kwa majina naitwa Dominic Edo. Mimi ni mwanafunzi wa chuo ya Chamasiri TVC. Mimi nafanya course ya plumbing. Wakati ambapo nilimaliza high school, watu wengi walisema mimi nimeanguka kwa sababu mimi niweza kupata alama ya C-. Watu wakasema huwezi kwenda direct to university. So wakati nilikuwa nimekaa nyumbani, TVC ikafunguliwa hapa Chamasiri. Wakati ambapo ilifunguliwa, mimi niliamulia kwamba wacha niende nifanyaje, nichukue course moja na nifanye hiyo course. Wakati nilikuja nikiingia kwa hii shule, nilikuja nika prefer wacha nichukue plumbing. Na hiyo plumbing vile nimechukua plumbing, naona inanipeleka vizuri sana. Alafu tena inakaa kama ni my career. Alafu message kwa youth wenzangu, kuna wengine wako nje huko, wengine wamepata D+, D-. Message yangu kwa ni hivi: kujeni TVC, mkuje mpate nini? Mpate elimu. Na mkishapata elimu, muende pale nje muanzishe nini zenu wenyewe ama muende muajiriwe.
For the agriculture students, they are privileged as they can conduct their practicals physically, as the school has land and different breeds of animals required for training.
My name is Martha Akelo. I'm the head of agriculture department at Chamasiri TVC. So at Chamasiri TVC we offer agriculture at 3 different levels. We have the highest level, which is diploma in general agriculture, where we accept students with a mean grade of C- and above. Then the second level is certificate or craft in general agriculture, where we accept students with a D plain and a D+, or any student who has passed artisan in general agriculture. Then the lowest level, we have students whom we admit at artisan in general agriculture, and here we accept any student with KCPE certificate, E or grade D- at KCSE. So I would like to urge all students in this region to come and pursue agriculture at Chamasiri TVC. We don't do agriculture only at the class, but we also do several practicals in agriculture, where we do practicals in animal production. We have different species of animals which we rear at Chamasiri TVC, and also in our farm we have a vast farm where we plant different crops like maize. We have fruit trees.
One of the advantages enjoyed by the students is affordable fees. According to the institution's principals, fees for Chamasiri TVC varies according to courses. For instance, a diploma course requires a fee of 56,420 shillings, part of which the Kenyan government pays 30,480 shillings, and the remaining balance catered by the Higher Education Loans help.
The government is also giving them 30,000 in form of capitation in a year. So it means that a student is supposed to pay 56,420. Out of that, the government will pay for the student 30,000, and the remaining 26,000 the student can apply for help and get assistance when they are not in a position to pay that. So learning in technical has actually become very cheap and very affordable, and sometimes it is nil. The student will pay nothing because the government will pay 30,000, and help will also give the student the remaining amount and even give them out of pocket. Now, the courses we are offering will enable the students to get self-employed because they will be relying on the skills they have got from the college. So here we emphasize on training so that the student can get skill. If you go outside there, you will find the buildings that is coming up that we have used our students in constructing this kind of buildings. And also agriculture down there is also doing quite well in farm.
For Maisha Television, Maisha Prime, Ambushabi Jr.
Let's shift gears to our daily business feature, My Hustle, My Story.
The world today needs a prepared mind that is set to focus on what tomorrow will stand for. That means it is always better for early preparation in some ways, one of them being infrastructure setups like hotels and other public amenities that even in turn provide jobs for the residents of the affected area or the country at large. Amazon Gardens, located in Matungu sub-county in Kakamega County along Bungoma Mumias Road, is a well-set-up resort that reflects the kind of good reception, services and treats that everyone hopes for, as the manager narrates.
My name's Evelyn Lusike Wanyonyi. I'm the manager of Amazon Gardens, which is just part of the branch of the Amazons. We have Amazon's Kakamega, Amazon's Kuku Joint in Kakamega and Mumias. So this is the gardens. It summarizes the Amazons. Across the road we have the Amazon's Kuku Joint Mumias. It is situated along Mumias, Bungoma Road. That is Lukoye.
Amazon Gardens is the best home for this festive season as it offers many services, among them being foodstuffs, accommodation, conference facilities, swimming pool, among many others, with a conducive environment.
We offer family home away from home environment. Our foods are affordable. The accommodation is classic, clean. And we host also conferences, parties at affordable rates, graduation parties, and there's always introduction. So anything else, I think we can always try to see if we meet. But right now we have all the space, and apart from just the restaurants, we also offer tents, chairs for that. We will run events. That is the general one. We run events, outside catering, and weddings out of here. And there's much that can be done in garden and also outside. We have all the facilities that are portable to wherever you want to. This Amazon can be even in your home.
Its closeness to the highway is one of the advantages the resort enjoys, as it attracts a big number of customers who prefer it due to easy accessibility.
Yeah, the Amazon Gardens is located at Lukoye, near Lexon petrol station, some meters from Mumias town.
For My Hustle, My Story segment, Maisha Television, I'm Kering Chebet Reader.
Alright, you have just heard the latest news around the globe. Again, this is Maisha Prime News. News with no bias, news with no exemption, delivering nothing but the truth. This has been Sharon Chepchumba bringing you the latest news around Kenya and the globe. Thank you for being with us.